Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Sandra, and today we are going to work on another week of June. I every week I say that I can't believe how fast we're progressing through the summer. It's not summer yet, but it's going to be soon. And so last week was the 3rd to the 9th, and now this week is the 10th to um the 15th. This week is the 10th to the 16th. And I'm sorry my voice sounds so groggy. I think I'm getting sick again. Wow, I feel like I can barely talk, but I think I'm getting sick again. I know. It doesn't stop. It's like when you have kids, it doesn't stop. And now my husband's sick too. He never really gets really sick, but when he gets sick, it's like, he's got sneezing and coughing, and so anyway, he's sick, so he's still at work, working away. All right, we're planning. We are doing this thing right now. I'm going to go to my monthly tab. And we're getting out, or my monthly tab, yeah, and we're getting out the week. So, review previous week. I did keep in, I think it was the 30th or the 31st, which is a Thursday. I can't remember what day that was, but I kept it in anyway. The 30th. Okay. This is when we filmed last. So, if you guys are curious, I'm using the Her Point of View inserts, half letter, Franklin Covey, classic size. And I've really actually been enjoying them. I did. I'm still using them. But for the month of June, I switched to my my leadership inserts because I don't know. I felt like it was time to switch. And then I had a question the other day about showing the 7 Habits inserts with my Laura binder, like the blue Laura binder, which is like the blue croc binder. And I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. And then I realized I didn't have any left. So um, I'd have to say that the 7 Habits are probably some of my favorite inserts from Franklin. I love the 7 Habits inserts, and not because they're anything to do with the 7 Habits, but just because of the layout. I really enjoy them. Thursday, I filmed the video, I edited. I actually did a lot of work that day. I didn't get to Logan's clothes. I forgot to call my doctor. I forgot to do the spice cupboard, and I was supposed to update. Like every 2 years, I have a family reunion. It's like a huge thing. A couple hundred people go, and I was supposed to send an update because I haven't since Logan was born. So I sent that the next day, I think, Friday. You guys know, I think this happened the previous Friday too. You guys know, I've talked about this a lot, that on a Friday, Thursday, Friday are usually my most unproductive days. Look at this. Look at what I did. What is wrong with me? Like, I I couldn't not finish all the things. And this week was super busy for me too. So this was me wrapping it up because I filmed my compact and I edited. That was my last video for the week. So at the end of the month, I've got my goal video, which I usually do probably mid-month, but I've got my bullet journal, I've got my Franklin classic, I've got my compact set up. So I've got all of these videos, and yet I still did stuff. I still did other stuff too. I got my nails done. So as you can see, I got them done. I did the spice cupboard. I did the update to Sherry. I filmed a date night makeup look. I paid the bills, picked up music because I went to karaoke. And I went by myself to this night. Called doctor appointment. So I made an appointment. I did Logan's clothes. I actually went ahead and did Danica's clothes too. I did so much work. I did really well. So I'm going to take that insert out as soon as I'm done. So here we are on Saturday. Even Saturday, like, it's funny. So, and this is my reasoning. When the weather is bad, So like I was watching Marsha the other day on her monthly setup video, and she said she is motivated when the weather is good. I'm motivated when the weather is bad because my only thing that I want to do, I want to be outside and I want to be like reading in the sun or just like relaxing outside, not necessarily in the sun, but just reading, just relaxing. And I, the weather, like on all the days I was productive, the weather was really windy and crappy and rainy. So I got so much done. Because then what happens is I don't feel so guilty about not being able to go outside because I'm like, well, it's raining anyway. What else am I going to do? I'm staying inside. I might as well work. So that's my take on it. So I didn't get, like, I worked, started the May budget close, but I didn't finish it. So remember, the first is when I do my analytics, my budget, all the things. Okay. So I was pretty busy. Chad did work this day. So I woke up and he was already gone to work. I didn't film my Planners Anonymous video. So that came Friday, I believe. I want to say Friday. My Planners Anonymous Chapter 5 subscription box, but it is posting today. No, it posted yesterday, didn't it? Yeah, it posted yesterday, I'm going to say. Oh, I'm going to have to look into that now. I think it was Wednesday. But anyway, if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it for you. So May budget close, and I was supposed to edit my date night makeup, but I ended up going to karaoke again. I did not write it on here. We got a babysitter. I'm not going to be able to do it every time, but it was nice for Chad to be able to get out. And then I realized I had an appointment 8 o'clock Sunday morning. So I ended up coming home early. And I didn't have the best time because my babysitter kept texting me. So it wasn't the greatest time. And Logan did wake up and make her life hard. But he did go back to bed after a little bit. And so I didn't put away my washi. That was one of the things I wanted to do. But you can see this trend. Like I did really well for Saturday. Sunday. Even Sunday. My list is shorter, but that's on purpose. And I didn't do too bad. So I didn't get to any of my editing. But I did film the Planners Anonymous video. And I did everything else. But we were busy. I actually went and got groceries. I went and got groceries myself. I took my daughter. And then I also went swimming with the kids. And so it wasn't like an overly busy day, but it was perfect for a Sunday. Okay, Monday. Again, only a few things hadn't been done. I did cut up the pineapple. So I didn't, I wanted to do, so like this whole thing about, writing things on my work planner. My work planner is a weekly planner. So if I don't write things on my daily planner, things don't get done. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to delete my dead tracks that aren't working anymore. I'm going to write them in here. And I didn't get to it still, didn't edit the videos. But, and I did watch Jane's Agenda's master plan Monday morning. Oh yeah. Okay, that's the thing. So we get to Monday and I was very productive, and I'm wondering how I was this productive looking back on it right now because I had my dentist appointment. Yeah, it went, you know what? It went okay. I was so nervous. I requested Ativan. I did not realize it wasn't covered by our healthcare plan. So I had to pay $180 out of pocket. Did not realize. And so yeah, so that was kind of like, oh no. But the reason why it wasn't so bad is because the last time I had it done, and I have like post-traumatic stress from that, was because she wrenched on it and she pulled it all in one piece. The lady this time, she called it a complicated surgery. So because it was a root canal tooth, it was already like fractured in my bone, and that's why it was hurting so bad. And the pieces were moving around and bacteria was getting in and it was getting infected, all the things. In order to get it out, she had to drill it out. And then she just pulled out the individual roots, and there was only 3 roots left because one of them had already chipped off. So she called it a complicated surgery. And the recovery is probably worse than the actual, like, you know, the pulling of the tooth. So it wasn't so bad. But I was still freaking. I was shaking. I was a mess. I was. before I went in. Thank God Chad was there. But he got his teeth done too at the same time. So productive in the fact that we both got our teeth done, and now I don't have to go back until I don't know when, but my checkup isn't for another 6 months or so. And then I can follow up with that tooth then. It is a tooth kind of in the middle. So I've got a back tooth and then there was that tooth that was pulled. So I'm probably gonna have to get like a replacement tooth or some kind of like insert to like prevent my back tooth from like curving in or whatever. But yeah, it's scary, but I'm glad it's done. I am in quite a bit of pain though. Yesterday and the day before was probably the worst days. Today, it's starting out bad, but I've got pain medication I can take. I just have to make sure I eat something first. So moving on to Tuesday. Again, I'm still pretty productive. I'm just looking at this and I'm like, wow, look at all the things I did. So I have Hobonichi dotted here because what I do is I start it in the morning and then I finish it at night and then I just kind of forget to come back and cross it off. I didn't do yesterday's yet, so I'll have to do that today, but I find it easier to journal at nighttime about it because then I can journal about all the things. So far, if I journal in my Hobonichi in the morning, I'm just writing about my intentions for the day. I'm not writing about what actually happened. So I'm trying to change that. And if it happens like Friday night or something, and then I go out to karaoke and I don't get to it, I can just do it Saturday morning, which is what I'm going to be doing today. Okay, so I didn't post my reel. I filmed a reel about day planning. So I filmed it for Wednesday. I filmed this and then I posted it yesterday. So this was yesterday. I didn't get the sticker design, but I did list some new planner charms. They are my tropical charms for the month of July. So I'm excited to share those with you. They are on Etsy and my website right now if you guys are interested in checking them out. And I did not download new songs. And this is one of my stickers. So cute. Not my stickers, but one I purchased. Yeah, and that brings us to today. So I checked off 2 things here already because I had time last night to do them. I just didn't want to have like all the things to do in one day because I kind of got kind of like, ooh, like let me see how much I can do today. So I wrote down like tons of stuff that like I'm like I don't know if I'm gonna get to it all. So anyway, I got a couple things tackled out yesterday. I I got a couple things done last night. All right, so that brings us to the next task: review goals. I can cross off a few things here. So dentist appointment, check. Connor psych appointment, check. May budget recap, check. July budget setup, check. May analytics, done. July content, done. And that's it. But I mean, that's kind of a lot for it only being June 6th today, or 5th or 6th. 6th, yeah. But I'm done. So that's good. That was quite a few things. All right. Then we'll go to the month goals. Okay, so we're done the first one. Monthly review, we did all of that. May budget recap, we finished. Connor appointment, dentist appointment. And that's it. Okay. Done, done, done. So glad they're done. Okay. Next thing is review compass card. I'm just going to pull out the new one here quick. Okay, so physio water, I have not started physio yet. I know, shame on me. Again, water, I've been drinking water, but just not my full 3 bottles. Talk with friend. I don't really think I've really talked to anybody. I've talked to one of my friends over like Messenger, but that doesn't really count. Journal I have, and I've read lots, but I haven't done any bird watching because it's been like really weird here for our weather. We had 2 tornadoes touch down 3 days ago now. It was 3 days ago. What day was that? Today's Thursday, so was it Monday? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, must have been Monday. There was 2 tornadoes that touched down southeast of Edmonton, like, near Camrose area. Oh my gosh, you guys, the weather wasn't even that crazy. We had no thunderstorms, like, here anyway, and, like, they showed it on the news, and I was like, "That is a tornado, like, that is awesome." Like, I was like, I just wanna see a tornado. I don't want it to hurt anybody, I just wanna see one. And I'm like, "Oh, everybody else has the opportunity except for me." But, yeah, I don't know. They don't tend to touch down in cities. The last one we had here in the city was Black Friday in 1986 or 1987, and, went through the trailer park right close to where I live. So it probably would have come in the path of our path. It didn't hit our house, obviously. Our house was built in 75, 79, maybe? Yeah. So it didn't hit our house, obviously, but came close. Probably could have seen it from here. But yeah, that was back in 1987. So, um, but we've had very unstable weather. It's been really, really weird. And then all day yesterday was super windy, but beautiful. Just too cold to sit outside. And then today was windy when I woke up, but it seems to have settled down now. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be nice out. I'm just going to take a little look. Let's see. It's 10 degrees right now. High of 19, gusting to 40 kilometers an hour. Hmm. So I'm going to try to get outside today. Okay, movie with Connor, not yet. Cure MD, done. Play game with Connor, I did. I'm going to play with Danica Barbies today. Read and Son, haven't really. Massaged foot. Jane's Agenda Masterclass, clean desk. I am starting to clean my desk. Um, you know what? My brown desk where I keep my Cricut machine, I actually did clean that up yesterday, and it looks fantastic. It looks really, really good. I've got a spot where I can put all my paperwork that I have to deal with. So, like, when you've got stuff for your kids' school, or you've got you know documents that you just need to deal with, and you need a spot to put them until you can deal with them. They're gonna go in my rack. I was keeping all my um, so I have like a rack for my sticker paper, and then I have a rack for my Etsy stuff. So I put some of my Etsy stuff with my sticker paper to clear off an area so I can put like documents and stuff. But it looks really, really nice now. So I'm really happy about that. Really happy. It looks so good. And now I just have to do the rest of my desk. I've got a couple of cluttered areas like right here. You can't see it, but it's like right to the side. So I need to figure out what to do with that stuff. But I love when it's clean because, as Jane says from Jane's Agenda, it's such a distraction and you cannot focus. So I am working on keeping it clean. Okay, May budget review, we're done. Clean yard. I picked up all the garbage. Picked up dog poop the other day, but I have to do it again. It's never ending thankless job. Garage, I have to work on that. Analytics done. Music I started on. I just haven't downloaded new, but I got rid of the dead ones. I made a list of all the ones I really like, and so I just have to download some new. Doll Beauty, I'm going to work on that today, hopefully. Shopify website, I also want to do some research on that today. Okay, blog, I wrote 2 of them this week. I finished one from last week, and then I wrote a new one. Sticker design, I didn't actually do sticker design, but I did do planner charms. It's a kind of the same thing. But if I get time either today or tomorrow, I'm going to work on more. Busy with filming, done. July planner deco, I have not looked into it yet. I've looked into it, I just haven't ordered anything yet. Okay, May review, did. Business review and weekly review was all done. So overall, not bad. And I'm very happy to say that those appointments are done. Now, I did make a couple of other appointments. So my next one coming up is 18th for my son, Logan. His just regular 18-month checkup with my regular doctor, so that'll be easy. The only thing I don't like about that is the parking. You can't find parking for that. And then I've got on Connor's last day of school is the 26th. On the 27th, I have to take him in to see the dentist, which is good because he has really bad staining on his teeth. And then on July 8th, I've got a doctor's appointment for Connor with my regular doctor. And July 15th, I have a doctor's appointment. And then that's July 15th. And then July 18th, I have my baby's cystic fibrosis appointment. No, I lied, the 17th. Wow, I actually remembered all those appointments. That was pretty good. Okay, so before we go ahead and do a new compass card, which I have that next for the new roles, big rocks on here, I'm just going to view the calendar, master tasks, and inbox, and then we'll come back to the new roles and the big rocks, and then we'll schedule the week. Okay, so let's look at the inbox first. Again, you know what? I have not put anything new on here, so honestly, I don't even know what I'm looking at this for. I was proud of my husband yesterday. He started tackling some of the things on his list. So yeah, I'm proud of him because it takes him a lot to get motivated. But he did. He started. I haven't looked into preschool yet, but I need to start that. Okay. Calendar. Okay, so we're looking for this one was the 3rd to the 9th. Now we're looking at the 10th to the 16th. So nothing crazy. Okay, the only thing on here is budget, payday, swimming, and Father's Day and grocery shopping. So because it's Father's Day, starting Monday, I'm going to go look for a card. So maybe what I'll do on the weekend is I will purchase a card for my son's grandpa and we will go send it to him. And we'll do that like Monday or Tuesday. So I'm going to write that in my list, my plans. But other than that, for like home stuff, there's nothing. So I can focus on some work stuff, I think, next week. I'm really going to have to focus on stickers, but I will try to get some done this weekend. But I realized, sorry, I was cold again. I had to put on my sweater. I realized that the 13th is my cutoff for my stickers. I want ideally to have everything for July done by the 13th of June. And yeah, that means I'd be left with one day because obviously I didn't do it this week because it was still like May. This week I worked on, yesterday I worked on the charms. So yeah, I have to do something here. And then that one I can continue. And I still have charms coming later in the month. So I'm going to have to get to it and start designing. Okay, so it won't be too hard. I can try to start drawing some stuff out today. And then the master tasks. I did cross off some stuff that I've finished already. Basement cleanup. I really want to start working on the basement. And I need to get that stuff to my sister. Speaking of my sister, I am hosting her baby shower. So I haven't decided whether it's going to be the 20th of July or the 6th of July, but I'm leaning more towards the 20th. I would rather get it done early and then have the rest of the summer off. So maybe the 6th of July would be better. It doesn't leave me a whole lot of time. But I've got to invite people and start thinking about what I'm doing for that. So July goals, not done yet. I can start working on that soon though. July budget is done. Pantry. Oh, I did pantry yesterday. I'm so excited. It looks so good. But I did carve out time for that yesterday. Clean desk area. Can cross that off. I have to do my sheets soon. I'm gonna put that on this week. They need to be done. And I never did clean the bathroom, so I'm gonna clean the bathroom again too. July business goals, not yet. July content plan, I did that yesterday. July charms, I'm gonna cross it off, but they're not all done. I'm still waiting for 2 new ones to come in the mail, but they won't be here till like the last week of July. Listed trucks. Fave song list, I did. And then nothing else yet. But I mean, gosh, you guys, for being the 6th of June, I'm doing pretty good. Look how many tasks I have crossed off already. I'm doing so well. I feel so good. And then when I cross off that many things, it feels so good. And I feel like I'm like, oh, let me do more because I'm done, makes me feel like great. All right, moving on. Schedule week, but we're going to do the compass card first. So I know I said Father's Day and a couple of things from this list here. So I'm going to quickly do this and then we will go right into planning for the week.
Your love and not a haven, no one man show. You got me feeling good, like I'm drowning, drowning in your love. You got me feeling good, knock on wood. You got me feeling high, like I'm drowning, drowning from your touch. You got me feeling high, knock on wood. There's another side of you trying to break through, able to tell the truth. No one else can see you like I do. All you ever do is say how far you wanna go. Baby, I can tell it's just for sure. Every line designed to let me know. You know you're already accepted. To me, you're always picture perfect. You think you're gonna be rejected. together, you're afraid to hold my hand. Trying to understand. What if this doesn't go as planned? So you don't know what it means to be loyal and kind. I know that you're not blind. Tell me what is really on your mind. You know you're already accepted. To me, you're always picture perfect. You think you're gonna be rejected. Just say you're in love, 'cause so am I. So am I. Say that you are. So am I. Say that you love me. So am I. Say that you are. So am I. Say that you love me. I see them pulling your strings, and you might be seeing things. Yeah. You know I'm real and I'm here. Who cares in a few years? You know you're already accepted. To me, you're always picture perfect. You think you're gonna be rejected. Just say you're in love, 'cause so am I. So am I. Say that you so am I. So am I. Say that you love me.
Alright, guys, that is it for this plan with me. So, first of all, you can see that I finally got my cover in from Jane's Agenda. I'm not sure if I mentioned this online or when I purchased it. I did not do a haul because I had been waiting for these things forever. So, I ordered it the May 2nd, I think, and I just got it the other day, and it is June 6th today. So, yeah, so it took a long time for it to come. And, well, actually, that's not like unreasonable for like shipping from the States. Sometimes it can take like a month and a half, which is crazy, I know, because everybody living in the States, if you guys get shipped within the state or within the country, you guys get it within a week sometimes. But so a month and a half is not unreasonable. What scared me was that my tracking hadn't updated and it said it was still stuck in Los Angeles. And then it said it was finally shipped here for probably about 2 or 3 weeks. And then there was nothing. I hadn't received any notification. There was no updates, nothing. So that led me to believe that my parcel was lost. But I finally got it the other day, so I'm very, very happy. And the items I got were the blush pink cover from Jane's Agenda. So this is the snap-on cover. I chose not to get the wrap cover because it bugs me. So I have the teal wrap cover with my berry discs and like the pretty hummingbird setup. I changed it because the wrap cover is just, it's nice, but it's not my cup of tea. So whenever I have my planner in there, it tends to shift all the time, and then the cover gets destroyed with the rings or the discs, sorry. So I said, you know what? That'll be the last wrap cover I ever buy. That's it. But I do enjoy the snap covers. So the main reason why I like the snap covers more is because you can flip the planner like this, so you don't need to remove the pages to write on them, and you don't need to remove the planner from the binding. So with my wrap cover, I always had to either take the planner out in order to use it to flip it, or take the pages out, because like I can't write on this side of the rings, right? Because I'm right-handed. So yeah, this works way better, and it's pretty for summer. So I got the snap cover, and the pink of course has this clear little piece right here, which is, it's really pretty. I like that aesthetic. And then I've got the rose gold discs. So I was lucky enough, they were out. They were completely out of the website. They were sold out. And then one day I checked back and they were there, so I quickly ordered them. But to be quite honest, while it's pretty, I think I would rather have had the champagne gold discs with the pink. So just as an afterthought, if you guys were curious and you were looking to order them yourself, I would have gone my first choice would have been the champagne gold discs. I just didn't know what it would look like in person. So anyway, I mean, it's easy for Jane from Jane's Agenda because she owns a company. She can just switch out whatever she wants and she can take whatever she wants. So for us, we have to pay for it. So I got the champagne, or sorry, I got the rose gold discs. I got the pink cover, and then I also got another copy of this. So this came in one of the subscription boxes. I can't remember which one. And I had cut mine down for my compact binder when I had my pink set up. And so I ordered another one because I liked it so much. And then I put this cover on. This was from, oh, I don't remember if it was June. Anyway, I think they came together, but that looks so pretty on top of each other. So I put that in there, and then my setup is complete. So the one thing to note is that these covers take up real estate on your discs. So in order to fit them, I had to do a couple of things. I had to take out all of my monthly tabs. So you know how, like, if you guys watch Jane's Agenda, she puts her, like, she'll be in the current month and she'll have that month up front, but then she'll put the months behind and she'll keep all her months in there. I can't do that because I don't have enough room, because I have lots of other things in here as well that I need. So yeah, I just, when it comes time, when November, December, I'll be ordering my new inserts. And this system works so well for me, so I think I'll keep my Jane's Agenda for my business planner for now, because I really do enjoy it. It's really nice. The only other snap-on covers I have is just the black one, and I had a black one from Happy Planner, but it was a classic size. So these are half letter, and I really enjoy them. But yeah, I've learned my lesson. No more wrap covers for me. It'll be snap covers going forward. And I also don't get the elastic, but you can easily put like an elastic around it. I think I have one. Let me find it here. I have this one here that you can put on your planner. And so it's also like a pen holder. So you can put this elastic all the way around if you wanted to. Let me see if I can fit it on here. I actually haven't even used this thing. I got this from one of the hauls I did, and I bought one of the surprise bags, which I never do, ever, but I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool. So I got this thing in there. There we go. So anyway, so you can use this to keep it closed. And this is just an additional pen holder. So if you really wanted to and your planner doesn't stay shut, like mine stays open a little bit, but you can use it to store additional pens or highlighters or something in there. And I mean, that's cute. Like the brown even goes with the pink. So that's what it is. That's what it's for, but I don't use it because I just keep my work planner at home. And the only place I ever travel to is Red Deer, at least until later on. And if I do ever travel anywhere, I am not taking my planners. I might take my Franklin, but I will not take my work planner, because I will batch all my content and make sure that I do not have any work if I ever go on a vacation anywhere. The only place I would take my planners would be like Go Wild if I was to go there. So that's it. Okay, so that's pretty much it for my work planner. I'll just kind of go through the things that I wrote down here. So this week, and this is next week. So really not crazy amount of work to do. Generally the same things. I post to make a video Monday. I'll be posting an IG look for that, transferring my blog, doing my journaling. Tuesday is writing a new blog, and then blog brainstorm. And then also monthly goals if I have time, but that will carry over like Tuesday. Thursday is a good day to edit, so maybe film Tuesday. Wednesday I want to concentrate on just stickers. That's it. Thursday is filming my plan with me, and Friday is filming makeup, but also as a catch-up day. And then of course Saturday I have my plan with me posting. Okay, and that's it for my work planner and my work week. Now for my Franklin, my catch-all, I made my grocery plan, my meal plan after the fact. I'm running out of ideas. Like, I'm not one of those people who can just like look up a recipe in Um, Actually, there is one thing I could make. There's this chicken casserole that wasn't too bad, but maybe I'll do that next time. But anyway, so like I can't just look up online and be like, I'm gonna try a new recipe this week because my kids are just so picky. And there's very few things they like, and half the things on this list my daughter won't even eat. And I have to make her either a grilled cheese or macaroni, which is not healthy. So my son is finally getting out of that picky, like, time, and he's finally eating the food that I make. Before, he was the same way. He would do the same thing. He would just eat like craft dinner, or, well, he was never a craft dinner kid. He would usually have a pizza pop or like a fried egg sandwich or, um, what else? I don't a burrito, but now we can't find burritos anymore. So he'll actually eat the food that I make, but my daughter is getting to be picky. My son Logie, I don't know what's different with him. This kid eats everything. The only thing he hasn't eaten so far is salad, but he'll eat Brussels sprouts, broccoli, corn, like every vegetable I've set in front of him, he's been eating except for salad. And he'll eat every type of meat and like every type of like, pasta or potato or whatever. He eats everything. And I kind of thought maybe it has to do with him having cystic fibrosis. I don't know. But he is the most unpicky kid I've ever seen. Like, and he's a baby. He could change, which he very well might. But for now, I'm counting my lucky stars because that means he's also getting all the nutrients he needs. So this is this week. I'll just kind of compare it to last week, or the current week anyway. I love this. This was so pretty. Okay, but this one is different. A little bit different. It's still rainbow. I used this weird washi tape. I got this from Michael's, I think, a long time ago. It's like this washi tape, but you have to peel it. And then I ran out of a sticker. I didn't have a light blue one for this one here, so I just used this sticker. Wrote my weekly to-do list. Used a couple of my own stickers here. And I think it's really cute. So anyway, that is it for this plan with me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments what your favorite part was. Give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. If you are new or have not yet subscribed, I would love if you would join my channel. It would really help me out. Also, the things that help out the YouTube algorithm are sharing the video, commenting. The more comments a video gets, it's amazing to see how it progresses and how many views it gets and how many, I think how it works is like the more you comment, the more you share, the more you like it, the more you interact with the video, the more people YouTube shares it with. So I think that's how it works. And also, last but not least, click on the bell button to be notified when I upload new videos, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Have a great one.